Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Manal. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I am recording a video with this background after quite a long time. I remember my first video was recorded here with this background. Anyways, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my lessons that I learned from 2022. This was one of the fastest years of my life, yet it was an amazing year because every year you learn a lot. So the lessons that I learned from 2022 I'm going to share with you guys, and I hope that you learned something. Let's move on. I specifically wrote down all the lessons in this diary because I wanted to keep a record and because it was a lot of information, so yeah. First, change is a part of life. So as we all know, as a year passes by, especially in your teenage, you get to experience a lot of changes. Rather, there are environmental changes, behavioral changes, mental changes, physical changes, hormonal changes, like a lot of changes happen around you and in yourself. So for example, I used to be one of those people who used to wake up at 4 a.m. without anyone telling them to wake up. I used to be a pura early bird type of girl. But now, even though I still wake up at 4 a.m., but now I need to push myself to wake up because sleep is very important for me now. So yes, some changes you do experience. So what I learned from this was to accept those changes rather than being sad about those changes. For a time being, I was sad about those changes, about my personality changes, but you need to accept them, be happy with them, and enjoy them because that is a part of life. And that's how it goes. But become a better version of yourself, improve yourself, but don't be sad about it or don't overthink about it. Second, priorities and boundaries are very important and they do matter. So what I mean about priorities are the things that are valuable and that are important to you. So your life should have a balance of everything, rather that's work, that's seriousness, that's laugh, that is playing and everything. It should be a mixture, but it should be balanced in a way that you know your studies are more important. So first put your 100% effort in doing all of that and then enjoy your life. So priorities do matter, they need to be well defined. Third, efforts matter a lot. I learned it this year that I used to be always that person who used to be outcome based. I used to measure my potential towards the outcome that I'm producing. So in fact, efforts and your hard work matters more. You're putting in your 100%. So even if you're not getting the desired result, you will still be happy and you will still be satisfied because you've put your 100% effort in it. So it matters more than the result that's coming. And it's kind of having a direct relationship between the effort and the result, because if you put in high effort, you will obviously eventually get a good result. But yes, put your 100% effort in whatever you want. Fourth, and I think we all must relate to this one because we all in some point of our life must be experiencing it. Phones and social media are quite distracting and addicting. So to be very honest, me being myself was not a person who used to be addicted to social media, and I was never even interested in making social media accounts, but obviously I had to experience it at a certain point of my life. But I used to think that how can people get distracted or how can people get addicted by social media or phones? Yet this year I got the answer because I myself got addicted and distracted by it. Hence, it is a very, very harmful tool if you don't know how to use it in limits. So what I learned is to use your phone and social media in limits and do not let it have control over your life. In fact, you should be the one who is controlling your usage. Otherwise, it can literally kill your time, it can kill your focus. In fact, this is a very, very huge topic. I might make another video towards it. Moving on. Fifth, nothing affects unless you're consistent. This is one of the habits that I personally lack a lot, and I am going to write it in my New Year goals as well. In fact, I've written it. But consistency, if you're not consistent in anything, you won't achieve anything because we know that success doesn't come overnight. So if you want to improve yourself daily. For example, if you are practicing a habit, if you're practicing something for 2 weeks and then eventually you come back to the bad habits, that's not going to give you anything. So being consistent about them in the habits that you're building will eventually lead to success. Sixth, not everyone should affect you. This is very important. People around you, environment around you, so your surroundings, you can't make everything happy, And if you take effect if anything a person says, if your surroundings have an effect over your goals, over your choices, over your decisions, over your mood, you're technically giving them the control over your life, which is really really not good. You need to have the control over your own life. Again, if someone's saying something bad to you and then you end up ruining your mood, you end up ruining your day, which means that they're having the control over your day, you're not having the control. So you can't make everyone happy. So be satisfied and be happy with the things that you're doing, rather than just taking effect of people telling you something or people arguing or anything. I do accept that there are some valuable people in your life. For example, in my case, they are my parents. There's three close friends that I have. Obviously, they are valuable in your life, and whatever they say, they do affect you. But not everyone should, you know. Seventh, company matters a lot. So I know that you have heard it everywhere around, but I want to explain it today. So for example, most of the people who are in teens especially, they really really get affected by their company. They really have an influence over them. So try to surround yourself with people with amazing mindset, with amazing goals, with amazing habits and everything. I recently went, a couple of months ago, I went to Numan Ali Khan's seminar at Nasr University, and I myself asked him that what is the best advice that you can give to teenagers, or how can teenagers focus on their goals, right? So he told that you need to have really good company, surround yourself with matured, with good people. So yes, with positive vibes. And they talk about good mindsets, they talk about goals. In my case, as I live inside NUST, so I go to certain different cafes, and there I find students, I talk to them, I learn from their experiences, because there are certain different types of people, right? So learn from them and surround yourself with good people. Eighth, peace. Eighth, this is very 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 important. Peace is only in Allah's name. This year, after I got to know about a lot of things and I got to know about a lot of people, I realized that people are trying to find peace in the wrong direction. They're trying to do things that Allah has stopped us from doing, and they're thinking that they say, you know, we'll get sukoon. That is not possible, because or we as humans need Allah's name, and peace is only in Allah's name. Because he's the creator, he's our God, and you can only find it with him. You can't find it in anywhere else. If you even go around the world, you will still have to come back to Allah's name in order to find peace. Because if you have Allah, you have everything. Career choices, decisions will change. You will have to take decisions in your life. Personally speaking, I was a girl who used to be very very confirmed, okay, I need to become a doctor. I used to love biology. I still really like biology. But then after I grew up, I got to learn about a lot of new things, and I was like, no, I'm not going to become a doctor. I might become a researcher, or I might pursue my career in biology. But I shifted from metric to O levels, because now I didn't want to become a doctor. So I shifted to O levels and A levels wala side. So certain decisions you need to make, and certain career options might confuse you. But yes, that is still something that confuses me out. But now my mindset, for example, now I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to go on business wali side. So you keep on experiencing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something new. These were some lessons that I learned. I'm sure you guys must also have learned anything from your 2022 that you would want to get better and you want to improve in 2023. I wish you guys a very happy and a very very blessed year. And whatever mistakes you've made from your past, learn from them, move on, be happy, and subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon, and stay tuned. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.